the missions arm of South Texas Women's Ministries. And the Lord used Sandra Bass to be an instrument to bring a structured program to women's ministry so that we can go back to our roots of supporting missionary work. I think that that was a wonderful blessing for South Texas, because through Project Destiny, we raise tens of thousands of dollars each year to support them in field allowance. And field allowance is where we give them support when they go back to their mission site. And we also support them through an itineration allowance. And that simply means when they come back stateside, we give them an allowance so that they can set up their homes here. Plus, through your support of Project Destiny, you are able to partner with some really great South Texas ministries. These are deserving ministries in South Texas. Ministries like Pleasant Hills Children's Home, or Soul Mission, or Teen Challenge of America. These are deserving ministries that pour into people's lives. And when you support Project Destiny, you support those ministries. Now, for the 2017-2018 year, we have a goal of $100,000. And I believe that God can bless us to accomplish that goal. When we pull together individual ladies, you can support Project Destiny. You can decide how much you would like to give on a weekly basis, $5, $10. No amount is too small. And you can support by going online and just pledging and giving your contribution towards Project Destiny. If you want to pledge as a church and come up with a financial goal as a church, that's great too. Pull together the ladies in your church and come up with an annual goal. And find a way among your church ladies to raise that money. I can tell you that at the end of the year, when the monies come in, and in my office, we see how the Lord is blessing South Texas. We get so excited when we get to write checks to missionaries. We just wrote a check to Joy and Craig Womack, and they're back in the Canary Islands. And we wrote a check to Elisa Ward with Soul Mission. And those are the times when we know that God's power, His Holy Spirit, is still working in South Texas, blessing finances and allowing sisters to have a heart for what He has a heart for, and that's missions.
Good morning, Braeswood. That beautiful lady that was on the video, her name is Vanessa Hall, and she is the South Texas District Women's Ministries Director, and she's doing an amazing job. I have the privilege of being the Women's Ministries Director here at Braeswood, and so I'm going to share with you for just a few moments about Project Destiny, which Vanessa was just sharing. One of the things I want to say is that I'm so very thankful that I was raised in a home that was so missions-minded. Both my mother and my father loved and believed so much in the call and ministry of missions, and that was passed down to myself and to my sister, and I will always be thankful for that. Project Destiny is the Women's Ministries program of the South Texas District. I am so proud of the Braeswood Women's Ministry because we came in #1 in the district in giving to Project Destiny of over 300 churches. Now, we're certainly not in competition for ourselves, but we do it for the blessing and to honor our missionaries. Pastor Steve and I have always said that missionaries are our heroes, and they truly are. I want you to try to imagine leaving your friends, your family, your home, your church, all that is familiar and comfortable to you, and going to a foreign nation, not for a visit, but to live there. That's where Project Destiny comes in. Most of the missionaries sell almost everything they have to help raise their support. They're not allowed, the Assemblies of God do not allow them to go to their country of their calling until their financial support has totally and completely been raised. And so because of that, they sell almost everything they have that they will not need to take just to help themselves be able to raise the support that they need. Now, we support, what we do as Project Destiny is once they get there, we provide their appliances, their, washers, their dryers, refrigerators, stoves. They cannot take their own appliances because, number one, it's too expensive. Number two, the American appliances typically are larger than most of the other nations' appliances, and the foreign electrical current does not match up to ours. So when they get there, it would be so expensive. So we are able to do that for them. The cost in shipping a household is incredibly expensive. Project Destiny does, so they go in and they buy the appliances, the linens, and they even help buy furniture and so much more. We want our missionaries to be able to get to the mission field and get right to the call that they have answered to. It's so vitally important for our missionaries to be able to have a safe and comfortable environment that they can call their safe place and call home. As the women of this church, we have risen up and gladly accepted the challenge to be the providers to our South Texas District missionaries so they can freely and without concern about their own home be able to put their heart and passion into their calling, knowing that the churches of their district will lovingly and generously, as you always do, help provide for their personal needs. And on behalf of the missionaries, I would like to say a huge thank you for all of your prayers and your generosity. Thank you so much.